When you consider Hashem as a father, as a mother, He will be next to you. With the permission of Hashem, ברשות בעל הבית, רב קרנברג, ומאי בעל הבית, יגאל אברג'ל. I'm happy to be here with you today. And I would like, because we are talking about the parashiot of Yetziat Mitzrayim. So I was thinking I will talk a little bit about those parashiot. You know, when we start talking about Shemot, Vayera, Bo, Beshalach, we think about Pesach. It's like we prepare ourselves today for Pesach. It's not Pesach yet, but it's we talk about Yetziat Mitzrayim. But the question is, why we have to talk about Yetziat Mitzrayim? Why? The Torah said, "V'igata lebincha bayom ha'u lemor." You should say to your children about all what Hashem did to the Egyptian. Why you have to tell them? V'igata lebincha bayom ha'u. And as you know, the mitzvah to talk about Yetziat Mitzrayim, it's every day. As you know, we do 3-4 times Kriyat Shema. Every day we talk about Yetziat Mitzrayim. You do Birkat Hamazon, you talk about Yetziat Mitzrayim. There is not one day that you don't talk about Yetziat Mitzrayim. Why? It's not enough Pesach? Do we talk about Sfirat HaOmer every day? Do we talk about Sukkot every day? No. But why we have to talk about Yetziat Mitzrayim every day? Every day. And there is a halacha that Amar Rabban Gamliel, כל מי שלא אמר שלושה דברים אלו בפסח לא יצא ידי חובתו. Rabban Gamliel said on Pesach you must mention Pesach, matzah or maror. Because all Pesach is about matzah, all Pesach is about maror, and Pesach is about the Korban Pesach. Pesach, matzah, or the matzah. If you don't mention why you do the Korban Pesach, if you don't mention why you eat the maror, and why you eat the matzah, so you are not Yotzei Yedei Chobah. I mean, it's not you did not accomplish the mitzvah of Pesach. Why? Now I would like to go a little bit deeper about the Gaon Vilna. The Gaon Vilna said, חייב אדם להראות את עצמו כאילו הוא יצא ממצרים. When, and you know, the Gaon said, when you say חייב אדם, you have to, it's an obligation, it's a mitzvah deoraita. When the Torah said חייב, you're obligated to do, it's a חיוב deoraita, mitzvah deoraita. What is the mitzvah deoraita? That you have to feel like you went out from Egypt. So the question is, באמת, it's impossible. Have you been to Egypt? Do you know Paro? Who knows Paro? Did you build anything? Baruch Hashem, you live in Zurich. Baruch Hashem, you need nothing. I live in France. I need nothing. And I don't know what it is, slave. I don't know what it is to be a slave. I don't know. Maybe we're a little bit slave when we do Bdikat Chametz. But today there is hotels. Today people go to the hotels and they do bitul in the house. That's it. There is no There is no. We don't know what it is. We don't know what it is. Avdut. So how can I feel on Pesach Avdut? That I have to feel like I was a Eved, and now Erev Pesach I'm out from Egypt. It's impossible. I know our brothers Ashkenazim. They do something as zecher. They take a plastic bag, they put it in their shoulder. It's like it's just a joke. It's just a joke. But be'emet, I mean, to know, Hayav, if you don't feel that you were out from Egypt, you don't accomplish the mitzvah d'oraita. It's impossible to believe. Of course, we have to believe, but it's impossible. It's hard. So now, our question is, I would like just to mention to you a story with my father. A lot of times, in Morocco, when after dinner, we used to do, when we start to do shefoch hamat rai lagoyim, after Birkat Hamazon, we stand up and we open the door and we say, Baruch haba Eliyahu. We ask for Eliyahu to come. We welcome him. I remember when I was a baby, for the first time, I was maybe 5, 6 years old, I was having a question. I see my father open the door. I listen to him. I listened that he say, Baruch haba, you welcome Eliyahu Navi. And he tell him to sit. But where is Eliyahu? Where is Eliyahu? And he was talking to the table. Eliyahu is your kos Eliyahu, here's your glass. And I see the glass, and I was watching the glass in the morning. If somebody drink it, it was there. So, one year I said to Papa, to my father, Alav Shalom, Papa, did you see Eliyahu? I did not see. So I remember he used to tell us, and you saw Eliyahu? I said, no. So he said, Be'ez Hashem, you will grow, you will understand. So I grow, I never understood. All that I know is that I carry on the same minhag with my children. Every year, when I get to Shefoch Hamat Rai Lagoyim, I open the door with all my children. I say, Baruch haba Eliyahu, welcome, come. And I remember my children too, they ask me the same question that I asked my father. Papa, did you see Eliyahu? I said, no. Be'ez Hashem, you will grow, you will see Eliyahu. Rabotai, we never saw Eliyahu on the Brit Milah. We never saw Eliyahu when the Moel says, Zeh ki si Eliyahu zachor letov. Nobody said Eliyahu. But we have emunah that Eliyahu is there. We don't see Eliyahu, but we have emunah. Eliyahu is there. It's like malachim. You do a mitzvah. You create a malach. Do you see the malach? You don't see the malach. We say Hashem. He is everywhere. Malek kol haaretz kevuto. Do you see Hashem? No. You don't see Hashem. But if really you believe in Hashem, you can feel Hashem. If you believe. And to believe in Hashem, it's not easy. It's not easy. It's a big work. I mean, to believe in Hashem, to have a conviction on HaKadosh Baruch Hu, it's not easy. You have to pray every day, to do Misirut Nefesh. If a man do Misirut Nefesh, sacrifice for money, and they never do sacrifice for Hashem, for a mitzvah, how can he realize, how can he feel Hashem? It's impossible. Hashem, it's a work. To feel Pesach on Pesach, to feel Hayav Adam, to feel Pesach, to feel a lot of feelings on Pesach, it's a work. I would like just to tell you something. For Hashem, it's very important that we talk about Egypt every day. Because let's go back to Egypt. Let's go back when our parents were slaves in Egypt. When Hashem he met Moshe Rabbeinu, Hashem he said to Moshe Rabbeinu, Moshe, I want to send you to Egypt. To free the Jews. Go to Paro. And you know all the conversation that Hashem had with Moshe. And Moshe said, no. Then at the end Hashem said to Moshe, look, בצאתכם ממצרים תעברו דרך ההר הזה. When עם ישראל, they will leave Egypt, you have to pass through this mountain, Har Sinai, because I want to give them Torah. That means that Hashem, He give a condition to be free from Egypt. What it is the condition? Torah. If you respect the Torah, if that means Hashem, it's like He mentioned to Moshe Rabbeinu, if there is no Torah, the Jews, it's better for them to stay in Egypt. It's only for Torah. If there is no Torah, there is no way. Why? That means it was a condition. Moshe, tell them that I know that they suffer. Now I'm going to free them. I will give them freedom. I will give them money. I will give them happiness. I will give them Eretz Israel. V'ga'alti v'lakachti v'hiviti. All kind of promises to Am Israel. But only one condition. Torah. They will test me. They will test. Now they know what it is to be a slave to Pharaoh. Now they will test how to be a slave to me. And they will know that to be a slave to Hashem, it's easy. It's more easier to be a to Pharaoh. So, you accept? They will accept. This is the condition. Rabotai, you must know one thing. When a man is in jail for something he did, you know, before he left the jail, the judge will tell him, don't repeat again. If you repeat, it will be worse. So you want to stay here or to go free? Of course, he will tell him, please, I will never repeat. I want to be free. I will do all my best not to repeat all the bad things that I did. So now, Rabotai, you understand why HaKadosh Baruch Hu, He wants that we should talk all the time about Egypt. You know why? By talking every day about Egypt, we will realize, we will understand that was the condition. Our freedom equal the Torah. I live in Zurich. I live in New York. I live in Tel Aviv. I live in Manhattan. I live in Paris. I live in a world with the technology. A world where there is too much Sahara. Like somebody came to see me today. It's the same story that I listen all the time. He told me, Rabbi David, give me an advice. How to watch my eyes, not to see bad things. Give me an advice. It's hard. I work all the time, internet, and sometimes, what can I do? I say, there is nothing you can do. You have to be careful. There is no advice. The only advice is, if you love Hashem, the love that you have for Hashem, that will protect you not to see bad things. The more you love Hashem, the more you love the Torah, you are protected. The less you love Hashem, the less the Torah, it's easy for you. You don't care about. So, the less, so you will be the avid of this kind of world. You see, Rabotai, the life we lead, the life where we live today, is not an easy life. It's very, very hard life. And Hashem, He knows that the only thing that a man could be connected to the Torah, it's only because all of us want to be a Yirei Shamayim. All of us want to fear Hashem. All of us we want to be Jew. All of us. But it's not easy. We live in the middle of a bad Sahara. It's not easy. So what it is the advice? Hashem, what can you advise me? You want that advice? Think about Egypt. Think that the only condition that I let the Jews out from Egypt to receive the Torah. Think about that. So I will think about that. So what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Just do it. Hashem will help you. Habali time sa'in lo. I would like just to tell you this. Do you think, it's not good what I want to tell you, but I will tell you. Do you think I don't have it, Sarah? Tell me. Do you think I don't have it, Sarah? Do you think I am a tzaddik? I am Superman? Do you think it's easy? Do you think it's easy to live in this world? No. But you have to work. You have to be careful. Even the Gemara said about Rabbi Meir and Rabbi Akiva. If you say, sorry, it's about Rabbi Meir and Rabbi Akiva. And Hashem, at the end, he protect them. I mean, the Yitzhara is here. So Hashem, he said, look, I give you an advice. Just you do what you have to do, I do the rest. Habali Taher Misael. When a man, he showed to Hashem, I want to do something for you, so Hashem will help him. Look at Yosef HaTzadik. He went to do the Abera with his, with the wife of his master. He went. There is a Mahluk Rav Shmuel, and he went. Then we arrived, because it was too much Yitzhara. He couldn't live anymore. That woman, every day she changed clothes, perfumes, and that was terrible for him. At the end, he went to do the Avera, but he didn't want to do it. He wanted and he didn't want. So when Hashem sees somebody that the Yitzhara is hard, that he don't want to do, he wants to do because the Yitzhara push him to do it, but he don't want to do it, so Hashem can help him. So what happened that minute? Ra'ad yukno shel aviv. Right away, Yosef HaTzadik, he saw the face of his father, and that stopped him. So it's the same. When you talk about Egypt, Hashem will help you. Because when you talk about Egypt, you will understand, באמת, this is the emet. V'igata li bilcha bayom ha'u lemor. The Torah said, you have to talk to your children, always about Egypt, always talking about Egypt. Because in the story of Egypt, there is a condition. The exit of Egypt was only to receive the Torah. If it was not to receive the Torah, there will be no exit from Egypt. We'll become Egyptian. And today there will be no Jews. The only way to remind a good Jew in Zurich, New York, Paris, Torah. But how can you reach the level of the Torah? When I say Torah, it's not only to study Torah all day, keep mitzvot, having a kippah, it's kosher. This is Torah. Not to speak Lashon Hara, this is Torah. You put tefillin in the morning, this is Torah. Torah, it's not to stay in the Beit HaMidrash all day, study Torah. No. You have a Tait Kata, it's Torah. You go to bed with a Ket Shema, thinking that in the morning we'll come to the synagogue. So that means like you study Torah all night. Like you study Torah all night. Why? Because you made up your mind that you will wake up. First thing you will do, you will wake up. You go to put tefillin. So it's like Ve'agita bo yom v'layla. It's not like some people will tell you that Hashem wants you to study Torah day and night. No, day and night. It's a big schut. It's not for everybody. Well, it's tzaddikim, hidis gula. No, it's a privilege for those who study Torah, like Rab Shach alav shalom or all the big tzaddikim. It's a privilege to study Torah day and night. But we're not all privileged. They have this privilege. It's impossible. So at least whatever you can do. Now you understand, when all year you speak about Egypt, and by talking about Egypt, that will lead you to study Torah, then automatically when Pesach will come, you will feel Pesach. Because all year you talk about Pesach, all year you talk about Pesach. So when Pesach comes, Be'emet, you will have if you have the hotel, if you are in five-star hotel in Pesach, you will feel like you came out from Egypt and you are in the hotel. Yeah, Baruch Hashem. You came out from the hotel. You're in the hotel. You will have this sensation that you were all this when all your. That's why Rabbi Gamliel said, "Kol mi shelo amar." What that mean? Kol mi shelo? Anyone who don't say Pesach, Matzah, why we eat this and this and this, lo yatzah yedei chovato. That means like he did not accomplish the mitzvah of Yetziat Mitzrayim. What that mean? That means that if all year you know the condition why you're here, so Be'ezat Hashem on Pesach, you will understand more the reason why you are here, why is Pesach is about. I would like to tell you something בעבור זה. What does it mean בעבור זה? The man will say to his children, בעבור זה, for this. בעבור זה. What does that mean for this? For this, that means you can expand this for זה אלי והנביאו. זה it's הקדוש ברוך הוא. זה it's וזאת התורה, it's the Torah. זה ישראל ערבי זה וזה, אחדות. This is very important for us to understand and to know that Am Israel, the only way that Am Israel can be בעזרת השם all the time, be really a good Jew connected to Hashem if they're connected with the Torah and Am Israel. A few hours ago, I was thinking, I would like to tell you a small story that happened. It's incredible, but before I tell the story, it's incredible. The Jews, Am Israel, they left Egypt, Sfirat HaOmer, Matan Torah. This Matan Torah, it was the condition for the Yetziat Mitzrayim. Yetziat Mitzrayim, they left Egypt, they started to count the days to receive the Torah. So Rabotai, please listen to this, it's very important. Every time, every day, when you talk about Egypt, that push you to start to count something. Well, what I have to do now? Maybe I will study Torah a little bit. Why not? Ahalacha. Ahalacha. Because this is the condition. Behemet, this is a beautiful advice for every one of us. When you talk about Egypt, and to think what was the condition for the exit of Egypt, it was the Torah. So that will push you to be a good Jew with Torah and Ahavat Israel. And I would like to tell you this. When I was in Morocco, it was a few years ago, I saw a man. A man came for a bracha, and I asked him, do you put tefillin? He said, no, I have no time. Baruch Hashem, he's not a liar. He could tell me, yes, I put tefillin, and he don't put tefillin. I told him, you don't put tefillin? He said, no. I said, you don't put tefillin? I went a little bit angry. He said, yes, sometimes I put them. But he was afraid. I said, no, don't be afraid. Tell me the truth. Now I started to talk to him with a smile. He said, no, I don't put them. I said, Baruch Hashem, you're not a liar. Good. But you can put them. He said, but I have no time. I said, tefillin, even 1 minute. For 1 minute, you can have time for 1 minute, just to put them 5 minutes, get Shema. He said to have a connection with Hashem, especially when you put tefillin, that connects you to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that will connect you. And if you think what the meaning of tefillin, this mitzvah that it was given when the Bnei Israel left Egypt, the end of Parashat Bo, that it's Torah that give you, like Ben Ishai said, that the tefillin shel yad v'shel rosh, the tefillin that you put in your hand, in your left hand, and the tefillin that you put in your head, it's connected to the heart, to the brain, and that clean the brain, that help the brain and the heart to serve Hashem. Ukshartam, a kesher, to be connected, kesher, with Hashem. He said, Rabbi David, I don't promise, but I will do my best. I said, Beseder. And then he came to give me shalom, and just like that, it happened that I pushed him near the heart. And I told him, I pushed him, I said, Be'ezat Hashem, you will feel, when you start to put feeling, Hashem will give you all what you need. What that mean, all what you need? Sometimes people, they think what you need, all what you need is material. Material. All what you need is material. No. The material, you don't take it with you. All what you need is spiritual. Somebody died a few years ago on our street in Paris. And all his family were not, they are disconnected with Hashem. No emunah, nothing. They don't believe in nothing. But I know the father. The father, he was a big Yirei Shamayim. He did a big teshuvah. But his children, they did not do teshuvah. And I wanted to shock them. And I started to think, but all what I saw that they loved the father. They were crying. I said to myself, this is the big opportunity, maybe to open their heart, to start to do, maybe to believe in Hashem. Why not? They cry for the father, they cry. I knew that I cannot tell them, go back to Hashem like your father did. Too much to ask them this. They were very far from that. But I had a good idea. Baruch Hashem, a Jew always has good ideas. Always. In business, in Avodat Hashem. Always Baruch Hashem. Just think and you get something. Think. So, the coffin was, the Aron was in the middle of the road. And I started to walk around the Aron. And I was looking. It's like I was looking for something. So they told me, what are you looking for? I said, what's this? They said, this is the Aron. It's the coffin. What's in there? My father is there. But where is the water hose? It's like this. Two pen. There is no water hose here. There is no something. He said, you don't need it for the Aron. A coffin, you don't need. I said, why not? Because he's dead. He died. You need a wardrobe to keep something, money. I said, that means he has no water there, no checkbook, no pen, no family albums, nothing. No. So I told him, that means that he came and go like that. What was the purpose to come here? What is the purpose? Just to live, to eat, to drink, to get married, have children, enjoy yourself, and that's it. This is the tachlis. He said, well, eventually, yes. I said, no. That it's true, that there is nothing you can take, but if you do mitzvot, that you can take. And I started to talk to them. This is the advice. This is what Hashem. That's why Hashem give us mitzvot, especially for us. That's why it's very important for you, parents, to give emunah to your children, to believe in Hashem, that He was the one who did Yetziat Mitzrayim. And talk to them about Paro, and tell them what Hashem did. And then, no, Papa, no, so what? So we went out to Egypt, so what? Yes, but it was a reason. What the reason? To receive the Torah. A baby can catch that. Bemet. You know, up to now, all the words that my father told me when I was a baby, I still hearing them. I will never forget them. When you are a baby, when we are a baby, Yeah, your brain is brand new. It catch everything. It catch everything. Your brain catch everything. When you tell to your children that's what Hashem wants from you, they will believe you. They will catch it. This is the reason why Hashem did the liberation for, to the Jews from Egypt, to give them the Torah. They will believe you. They will believe you. And that it will remain in their brain all their life. Can you imagine me doing something bad? Maybe yes. But maybe no. Maybe yes, I have the Tzara like everybody. But maybe no, because I'm afraid of God. I'm afraid of Hashem. I know Hashem will not be happy if I do it. Because Anochi Hashem Elokecha. This Anochi is here all the time. And this is, Rabotai, very important for all of us. Now, I would like to tell you this. This is something. The end of the story of that man, when I pushed him through his heart. I was in Miami 2 weeks ago, and I met his sister, and I told her, "How's your brother?" She told me, "My brother, do you know the news?" I said, "No, Shalom, he's okay." I said, No, Baruch Hashem, he's okay, he's married, he has children. And Baruch Hashem, he put tefillin, as you told him. But you know, when you pushed him, you hurt him. For 1 week, he was complaining that you hurt him. I said, but I didn't do it on the purpose. No. You did not do it on purpose. I know you didn't beat him, but you pushed him. So after 1 week, he had to go to the doctor. So they told him to do some radio, some scans, MRI, and then they found a big hole in his heart. He was born with that hole, and he did not know. So that means the doctors told him any day could have a heart attack and die. And because, look, I was only a shaliach. I'm not a prophet. I did not know that he had a hole in his heart. If I knew that he has a hole, I would tell him, "Hey, sir, you have a hole." I did not tell him you have a hole. I did not tell him that you have a hole. I just pushed him. I said, you have to put tefillin for your heart. That's it. But because he said yes, or because he said, "I will do my best," so HaKadosh Baruch Hu pushed my hand to hurt him a little bit, and then he realized that he has has the Hashem. And Baruch Hashem today is a good Jew. Baruch Hashem today, but it's a big hashgacha pratit. Now, Rabotai, you understand the reason why we should talk about Yetziat Mitzrayim, not only during the day, even balelot, even at night. Because when we talk about Yetziat Mitzrayim, that gives us a minute to think. Egypt, why I have to talk about Egypt? Why the Torah mentioned Egypt all the time? Because, not to forget, you live in Zurich. Don't forget that was the purpose. If you're a Jew today, only because of the Torah. Remember, you are the son of Abraham, Yitzhak, Yaakov. Remember, Im lo beriti yomam v'layla. If it's not for the Torah, Hashem will not create the world. Remember that. Remember, shelo et abotenu bilbad Gaal Hashem. Not only our parent HaKadosh Baruch Hu delivered, even af otanu Gaal Hashem, even us. And don't forget, every generation there is a Hitler. Every generation there is somebody. Like today in Iran, they want to mamash to destroy Israel. But of course, they will never see that day Be'ezrat Hashem, because Hini lo enu v'lo yishan shom Israel. HaKadosh Baruch Hu cannot permit that a thing like that would happen. Enough. It happened already once, twice, not the third time. Finished. Because This is my conviction. 2 hours ago, somebody, he said, I'm afraid to go to Israel because of Iran. I said, Iran? What the pachad? Why are you afraid? What? Yeah, because the maybe something's gonna happen with America and Iran, and then maybe they already had. I said, and here in Zurich, you're not afraid? Huh? Here in Zurich, you're not afraid? You're afraid only in Eretz Israel? I think maybe in Eretz Israel, you have more insecurity than here. You think, Hasbi Shalom, if something happened to Eretz Israel, you are saved here? You're not allowed to talk like that. You're not allowed. You must have bitachon on HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Okay, imagine, I told him, all the tzaddikim that they are in Eretz Israel, all those yeshivot, if they were afraid, like you are afraid, why they don't tell people, leave Eretz Israel? I have yeshivot in Eretz Israel. I work for them. If Hasbi Shalom, I think there is a danger there, I will tell them, hey, go hide yourself somewhere. You're in danger there. Hasbi Shalom. Hasbi Hayila. HaTorah Magina Matzuli. The Torah protects you. And this is the reason why we should talk about Egypt. You should teach your children to talk about Egypt and tell them the story, openly the story. One day I said to one of my children, hey, I don't want to say his name. I said, because when the children are babies, they buy the small Mickey Mouse, those books, Picsou, this children book, with a caricature. And I told him, a few weeks ago, I told him, do you remember when you were a baby, you used to buy those books, and they used to come and to throw them. You remember? Yes, oui, Papa, I remember. Can you remember to tell me a story of those stories that you read? He said, Papa, I forgot them. I don't remember. But I told him, but you read thousands of them. Only one. Tell me one. I said, I don't remember. It's mixed. I don't remember. I said, okay. Now tell me the story of Egypt. Tell me the story of Paro and Moshe Rabbeinu, the Egypt. Papa, what is the connection? Just please give me a story. Tell me a story. And he started telling me not only the story, the midrashim, what we were talking on Pesach, on the lid of the Seder. Oh, I said, hey, stop. I said, why are you telling me this, Papa? I said, look, the difference between something that is true and something that is not true. Something that is true, like the Torah, or a story that the Torah wrote, it's so true. Enough for you to listen to it once, you will never forget it. But if something is not true, it has no concept. There is no kli. There is no kili. A Jew, excuse me this. Give me just a few minutes more. On Sukkot, I was working with my lulav, and the etro, to go to shul. And there was a non-Jew who asked me, Rabbi, for 5 or 6 years, I want to ask you this question, but now I'm moving from this street. I'm going to live somewhere else. I cannot move from here until I ask you one question. I need an answer. Because they told me, I asked some people, they said only you can answer me. So please, I have 2 questions. From my house, I see you eating, in a cabana, like, a sukkah. Once a year. What's this? Why only 7? I know that's only 7 days a week you do that. What's this? Why? Why only before the winter, the end of the summer. I said, okay. What is the second question? He said, what you have in your hand? What's this? This bouquet. What's this? I started to look at him. I said, what kind of answer I can give him? Would I tell him that we invite Abraham, Yitzhak, and Yaakov, Moshe, Aaron, David, and all the tzaddikim to Sukkah? Would he believe me? He would think I'm crazy. Would I tell him that Hashem is there? Tzila Dimeh Minuta. We believe that in Sukkah there is Hashem. If I tell him there is Hashem, he would tell me, did you see him there? Did you see the patriarch? What can I tell him? No. So why you do the Sukkah? Would I tell him about the lulav? That when we do, we give glory to Hashem. And through this movement that we do with the Sukkah, with the lulav, we connect the heart, the lips, the eyes, and the colon. That all, kol atzmotai tomarna Hashem kamocha, that is symbolic. That Hashem, I give you my heart, my lips, all my bodies for you, Hashem. He will think I am crazy. He will not understand me. מגיד דבריו ליעקב, חוקיו ומשפטיו לישראל, לא עשה כן לכל גוי. Only a Jew can understand. You can understand. You can understand. Maybe you will not understand me at the beginning. Maybe at the end you will understand me. Maybe you will not understand me. Maybe you think I'm crazy when I talk to you about Torah. But one day you will believe. Why? Because a Jew, he has a neshama. The neshama is something belong to Hashem. ויפח באפיו רוח חיים. הקדוש ברוך הוא blow something from him to the man. So only a Jew can understand. And a Jew cannot understand because maybe he will think, he will feel sorry for me because I understand what he don't understand. Maybe. This is, beside this, we have emunah. Now you understand this baby, we talk to him about Nitilat Yadayim, you talk to him about Yitzat Mitzrayim, he will believe you because he has a neshama. Because the neshama convinced the body to believe. But all this, if the baby is a baby, but when a baby grows and you start telling him, maybe one day we'll believe you, but not right away. It's like when a father do teshuvah, it's not going to be easy to make his children do teshuvah with him. Only if all of us, all of them, they do teshuvah, or all of them, they grow with the Torah. So this is emunah. That's why it's so much important to teach your children emunah, how to believe. But how can they believe what they don't see? Don't forget, don't worry. Just teach them. Just teach them, don't worry. That's not your problem. This is Hashem problem. You will see those children. They will understand. They will grow with Torah, with emunah, everything. Ve'igata. Just talk. Tell them. Just talk. When you talk Torah to your children, this Torah, it's like a perfume. It will go to their brain. It's like if I give you the perfume to smell it, you will smell it. It's impossible that you cannot. If you stop, you don't want to smell it. After a few minutes, you have to breathe, then you will smell it. So the Torah is a perfume, Samachaim. It's a perfume, the Torah. If you just teach them, and you will see, it's a guarantee. Vigata. It's not the Torah. Don't say visiparta like a story. No, vigata. Tagid. Tomar. Tell them. Vigata. It's not. Hey, I want to tell you a story. It's not a story. The Torah, it's not stories. The Torah, it's mitzvot, it's ideas. When we talk about the story of Abraham, Yitzhak, and Yaakov, it's not a story, it's Torah. And I finished. When the Torah said about Eliezer, how much times the Torah repeats the conversation of Eliezer, 3 times, wow. 3 times, what a big deal of all this, of what, all the repetition. Why? When the Torah wants to speak about Halachot Shabbat, she don't speak about Halachot Shabbat. Too many Halachot, Nida, only one pasuk. Shabbat, only one pasuk. Ketubah, only one pasuk. There is Gemara. You have 36 Gemarot. You have thousands of halachot. They are not mentioned in the Torah. And the Torah talk too much about Eliezer, the servant of Abraham. That again. And the Gemara said, from here we understand. יפה שיחתן של עבדי אבות מתורת האבות. How nice the repetition of the slave of Abraham, better than the Torah that the Torah writes, better than the mitzvot that Hashem is to Moshe write them. Why? Because if you learn, there's a lot of anava, bitul, emunah. Eliezer, the emunah he has on Hashem, the emunah he has on HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Even that he was not in front of Abraham. When he was talking about Abraham, he said, Adoni, my master. He never mentioned the word Abraham. He never mentioned the word of Yitzhak, the name of Yitzhak. Even that he was thousands away from them. Never Abraham will know one day that Eliezer, he mentioned his name. He said Abraham. But Eliezer, he respected Abraham, even that he was thousands kilometers away. When he talked about Abraham, he said, Adoni, my master. You know what happened after? Because with bitul, with anava, with humility, he spoke about Abraham, and he said, Adoni. Quickly, the Torah, when she was talking about him, how the Torah treated him, Ha'ish, not Ha'eved. The Torah not talk to him now as a Eved, as a slave. Now we become a Ish. Now he become a man. Who is the man? Who is a real man? A real man is a man who is anav, a man who is humble, bitul. This is the man. So of course, Rabotai, when we talk about matzah, it's mitzvot. When you talk about hametz, it's hametz. So it's very important for us to understand that Be'ezat Hashem, if we want to be connected to Hashem, if we want to be connected to the Torah Kedusha, we need something. We need to fresh our brain, our memory. Hey, what it is my tachlis, who I am, what I'm here for, what does she want from me, what I'm doing. Hey, you want an answer for all your questions? Go backward. What's your name? Avery. How is the Jews we call them? Avery. Avraham Avery. What is Avery? Avery is from the word past, Avar. The past. Connect yourself with the past. A man who connects himself with the past, Elokeinu, Velokei Abotenu, Elokei Avraham, Elokei Yitzhak, Elokei Yaakov. You connect yourself with the past. Anyone who connects himself with the past, he can live the present. If he lives the present, he can see the future. Children. But if you disconnect yourself with the past, so there will be no present and there will be no future. You want a future? So you have to connect yourself with the past. Elokeinu, Velokei Avotenu, Elokei Avraham, Elokei Yitzhak, that they call them Evrim, like Yosef, Evid Evri. Like when Moshe said to Paro, Elokei Evrim Shalachani, Hashem, Elokei Evrim, That means Moshe mentioned to Paro, Paro, remember the Jewish people who live in Egypt? You see them? They did not change their name. They did not change their language. They did not change their clothes like their parents, Ha'ivrim. Those who were in the past. Abraham, Yitzhak, Yaakov. This is our heritage. Our heritage is the Torah. Baruch Hashem, if today we have Torah, we were, I don't know, we were in exile, we were in Poland, we went from country to country, pam. But Baruch Hashem, we took with us this parchment of Torah who belong to the past, that we received a few thousand years ago. And with this, we live it with the present. And that is the heritage for the future, for our children. שהקדוש ברוך הוא ייתן לכם ברכה והצלחה, בבריאות, פרנסה טובה כרצון, עלייה בתורה ביראת שמיים, ובעזרת השם כולנו נזכה לביאת משיח צדקנו, במהרה בימינו אמן כרצון.